For the second game of non-league day, I visited the jewel in the crown of shit UK seaside towns, a place that in recent years is as politically significant as London, The Hague and Brussels all rolled into one due to the world's worst Admiral Akbar lookalike, Clacton. FC Clacton play at the Rush Green Bowl. They've called this place home since 1987, and on first observations, it appears they haven't touched the place since. This will be an interesting ground review, so stick around till after the match highlights for the ratings. Today's game was an Eastern Counties Division 1 North match against Wroxham reserves. Clacton had nothing to play for, languishing in mid-table, but the visitors have hopes of making the playoffs. That was a devastating loss for Clacton, who were completely dominant in the first half. Anyway, let's get our teeth stuck into this interesting ground review. Let's get the worst section out of the way. The ground is, well, it's a stadium only a mother could love. It's ran down, overgrown and seen better days. But I must say, I do like the bowl look, and the tiny seated stand is really cute. If they just take a lawnmower to these areas, it really could have been a lot better looking. This is where things pick up a little. To my surprise, they do offer a printed programme, which is actually a really good read. They have one burger van, a decent pub, although limited tap options, but not bad. Rather surprisingly, they also have a hospitality suite. Unfortunately, the shelter is limited, with the aforementioned seated area and one other shelter on the opposite side. There is one other promising stand behind one goal, which would have provided ample shelter, but it was derelict, and the tape suggested that if I went in there, I would have been squashed or contracted some sort of disease. It's very hard to rate 10th tier atmospheres because you can't really expect much. There was a little bit of a vibe around the ground, but it looked like most of the fans were just depressed after losing the lead. The price was pretty standard, £8, very cheap entry, though I have seen cheaper in the 10th tier. The location is okay with a big car park, but not the prettiest area, and it's closer to Jaywick than it actually is Clacton. Going into today's game, I was fully prepared to come here and rip the ground to shreds, and I know I've taken the mick, but I still love it. The ratings don't always correlate with how much I enjoyed the ground. For me, non-league grounds are meant to be shitty, ran down and quirky, and this place is definitely that. It's definitely one I'll remember for a while, and you can tell the fans love the club. That feeling was evident throughout the ground. Everyone was really nice, and I respect the club for that. Despite this, the score is pretty low, but let's not dwell on that for too long. I enjoyed my trip, and if you're around this area, I definitely suggest coming here yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll meet you at the next dilapidated ground in the next video.